Hello everyone, I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools. Hope you're doing well this evening. My voice, not that well this evening, but no worries, we'll get through it and move right through this. This is a recap of tonight's special call board meeting that was devoted entirely to a status update involving tornado damaged schools, West Wilson Middle and Stoner Creek Elementary. The meeting started at 5:30. At 5:40, well, the meeting went into executive session. That's where County Attorney Mike Jennings, Director of Schools Dr. Donna Wright, and the entire board went to a private side room to talk about some matters that County Attorney Mr. Jennings has been able to gather and he needed to discuss in private with the board members, and also gave them a chance to ask some important questions. Now, executive session lasted almost 2 hours, and when the group came out and the Zoom call came back on and everyone was able to see everyone's faces again and all the pains, Mr. Jennings did offer these words to let everyone know where things are at this moment and what needs to happen in moving forward.
But the truth of the matter is, we're at the point now, I believe, where you are ready to bid both of these schools. And that way we'll know how much we think the insurance company ought to have to pay. Now, the insurance company's responsibility is to repair or replace. In this case, it's almost the same thing. You talk about building a new school or predominantly new schools back from the footprint that we had before the tornado. That is their responsibility to pay, and I would not encourage you to back off that. Should there be any talk about adding on the schools or anything like that, that would be at our expense. And so we don't need to confuse those two. So there is still some things to be discussed with the insurance company about what they should pay. What I'm involved with building codes and perhaps some more money, $5 million. And there are some things that have to be built back into the schools that weren't required when they were first built. That should be the insurance company's responsibility. But to get to the figure that we need to collect from the insurance company, it's my opinion that we're ready to bid these schools.
Now, following Mr. Jennings' comments, a motion was put on the table to bid Stoner Creek and West Wilson on the existing footprint. And of course, that was voted on unanimously to get that process started. Following that, a motion was put on the table to allow Mr. Steve Spencer, the district's emergency management director, to get the documents going to submit to FEMA to get those reimbursement funds that we're eligible for to help in that added monies for reconstruction that would come from FEMA. So again, a lot of positive things tonight to take away from the meeting as we move forward. And I know it's good news, not only for families all across the district, but particularly, especially those families with West Wilson Middle and Stoner Creek Elementary. Those teachers, those students, those administrators with those schools, they've done so much, they've sacrificed so much, all of you have. And so tonight, what I took away from the meeting is that now we see a step moving in that direction that everyone wants, and that's to get these schools rebuilt as quickly as possible. One board member tonight even said, hey, let's get this demolition going. Let's get the demolition party started. And it is the belief that that will be going very, very soon. I was able to talk to Mr. Jennings after the meeting, and he said, and I asked him, like, how soon will the bidding process start and end? And he just said, this is going to be done very quickly, very swiftly, because the goal for everyone involved is to get this process going and get these schools back online. All right, folks, we'll be talking more about this tomorrow with Dr. Wright. Some of you have tuned into our weekly chats, and I hope you enjoy those. And we'll talk more about tonight's meeting, what transpired. So we'll go to more in depth of that tomorrow as well, so be on the lookout for that. All right, folks, hopefully my voice gets better. Hopefully you're doing well. Stay well. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you again real soon. I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.